Well, I'm delighted again. I love that word, delighted, to be joined by Matt Smith. Matt, how are you doing today?
Yeah, very good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Again, it's another week, another signing that I'm just so excited about. It's Danny's pulling together a squad that's really capable, and I'm again used that word delighted far too many times in these podcasts. But you've agreed to commit to next season. That's fantastic news. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. It was a tough decision, really, with everything going on my side. Like I say, I'm not getting any younger. um, but yeah, it was. I think Danny's a top manager. To be fair, one of the best I've played under. He just understands everyone's circumstances. And like you say, we've got a great group of lads as well going forward. So I think we'll be up and around it again. To be fair.
You mentioned it's a difficult decision, but I mean, I take it you mean that by your circumstances. I know you've got a thriving business and everything else that's alongside this. Is that really finding that balance?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you say, when I was employed, it was easy enough. I could just say, look, I've got football, and then take time off or do that. But now it's my own business. I kind of can't say, yeah, sorry, I've got to football now. I'll leave you without heat and hot water. That's fine.
So obviously for a lot of the fans, when I first joined the club, it was always, you should have seen Matt Smith. Like, when Smudge was in midfield, when Smithy was, it was all those stories that you'd hear people sort of talking about and reminiscing. So when I first joined the club and then you came back, it was obviously 2 seasons ago. How did you feel coming back?
Yeah, I knew I was going to get. Like I say, I know a lot of the older fans and that there. I've known them for years, and like I say, they've known me for years. And like I say, it's one of the names that's just stuck around, I suppose. And I've always enjoyed going back there. The people were great around there. So for me to go back, it wasn't really a hard decision. It was just as and when, really.
So your first stint at the club, obviously 4 seasons, pretty much an ever present for those 4 seasons. You managed sort of 35, 38 games each one of those years. Was it a difficult decision at that point to sort of leave to go to Chippenham, or was it just a progression?
Yeah, definitely. Even like the first season under sort of Darren Perrin, there was I think I didn't play that many games whatsoever, and people around me and my friends were saying, why are you not leaving? Why are you not leaving? You've played like a handful of games, leave. And I was thinking, well, I'll just buy my time. I'm still young. And then, I sort of played a couple of games and got, like you say, found my feet and everything. And then, like you say, after that, I was starting every week in, week out. And then someone approached me from sort of like Chippenham. And it was a new challenge for me. I like new challenges, going to new teams and stuff like that. So I like the battle with that kind of thing. So I went over to Chippenham and it sort of went well, really well. So.
Well, that was the thing. Looking at your stats for Chippenham, again, you have 4 seasons there, getting sort of 10 plus goals a season, around sort of 40 appearances each season, and then it changed. Was that when work kicked in? Was that priorities, or was that?
Yeah, things did change, circumstances with me starting up my new business and all that kind of thing. So sometimes you got to take a step back. It was, like you say, it was very hard for me to leave. One of the hardest decisions I expect in that aspect, because I think it was 2 years in the Conference South, some top level football, some unbelievable grounds you go to and players you play against and whatnot. So to leave there was very tough.
So how do you feel like the standard of obviously what we're playing at Southern League? Do you think many of the players would thrive in that sort of national league, or is it a huge difference?
A few of the players would. Don't get me wrong, they're a lot more sharper and more clever. They just got their head screwed on, really. So, and a lot of it's to do with experience. But like I say, I reckon if most of the lads had their chance in there, they would probably snap it off, and they do well, really.
You talk about the sort of experience and the experiences you had. I think we've seen that in your performances over the last 2 seasons. Obviously, taking a slightly deeper role in the team that some might have remembered you from your first sort of period at the club. More pulling the strings than sort of hitting the back of the net. Is that a change for you, or is that?
To be fair, I love I love pinging the ball around left, right, centre. To be fair, I mean, I haven't got the. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't got the legs what I used to have. Don't get me wrong, I'm not slow, but you got the likes of Rex and all that on the wings, and Lens, Ollis and stuff like that. So they're young and they're so quick. So I'm happy to sit there and give it to them, and they run and score. That's what I'm in. If I'm in the team to do that, then that's the case.
So I think your performances always show those sort of leadership skills on the pitch. But when we speak to other people, they often refer to you as being quite quieter, kind of more not introverted, too strong of a word, but sort of like just more within yourself. Is that how you feel? It's kind of like get on the pitch, or is it in the change rooms? Are you actually no? You're going to tear them off a shred as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that comes with age. You mature a little bit as well, and then you sort of find your voice. I mean, I'm probably up there with one of the oldest as well. Not oldest, but I'm in that category. With like some maps and that. I think Teely's about 38. But yeah, I'm in that category of that. So.
We'll fact check that one for Sam, shall we?
But yeah, it's like some of the younger lads. I mean, they're not young, but they still need. I mean, the boost that you need to get them motivated and stuff like that. But yeah, it's up to us lot really to get them going and put them in the right direction, really.
So, as you mentioned, the younger lads, and a few of them we've talked to before have all come sort of from academy backgrounds, and you're no stranger to that as well. Obviously, you were at Bristol Rovers, I believe, in the academy. Does that seem like? Well, it must seem like an eternity ago now. But what were your experiences and memories of that?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Have the opportunity of that. I think I got picked up at a football tournament actually. And then, yeah, went on for sort of like 8 years, that sort of things, travelled all over I think we've done tournaments in Holland and stuff like that. It was just, yeah, it was good experiences and stuff like that. Some memories you can't sort of forget, really. Just having the opportunity like that. Some people don't have the opportunity to do that. So, but like I say, I was in the right place at the right time, but unfortunately it didn't materialise. So, yeah.
And then I know obviously that led to your sort of like playing for Westbury, and then obviously that's when your Froome career started off for the first point in time. And then obviously, well, there's one little mark on the sort of playing CV that sort of stood out as we were looking there, and I can see that you actually played one game for Melksham, one goal, and then left. Was it just that you just thought, yeah, that's me, made my name at Melksham, got my goal, gone?
Yeah, I thought that was it. I thought I'd just do that, see what it was like over there, and I'm off. Yeah, that was due to obviously in-house issues and stuff. So I didn't think it was right me being there and stuff like that. So yeah, that was that short career there.
That was fine. We won't go into that then. We just wondered if there was like a huge goal bonus or something like that.
Yeah, I wish there was.
So going on to this season, then obviously you mentioned right at the start that the team's got aspirations, and when we're speaking to other players, obviously we know it's a tricky. All leagues are tricky to get out of. But is that the focus for you? Is that what it's about? Is it putting together a run that can get Froome right back up there in promotion chase again this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think Froome as a club. I mean, with the players Froome have got, I mean, they should be up and around there, if not probably winning it. Don't get me wrong, the leagues as you go up, they're tough, but you likes of the teams, and you see like the National League, the teams that are in that are better, and the teams in the Conference South are better. So there's teams that are better and better as they come down as well. So it's not going to be easy. No games are easy. So, but I mean, even if we go to any away game and win 1-0, we haven't got to win 4 or 5-0, but it's just taking our chances at the end of the day. But like you say, if we all have the right mentality, I think we'll be up and around there, really. I mean, like you say, it's not a squad of 11 players, it is the whole team. And everyone's going to be needed. It's going to be a weird season because not everyone's going to be at the fitness they were probably 2 years ago. Sometimes you can do all the training in the world. You're never going to be match fitness because it's a different level of fitness. But yeah, I think if everyone sticks together, there's going to be ups and downs. Of course there is. But yeah, I like to think if everyone sticks together, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I was always brought out on the premise that you don't need to entertain the the opposition's home fans. You just turn up, get the job done, go home, and then when you're at home, that's when you entertain the fans and you bring on the show.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, definitely. But like you say, I mean, our record at home, as it speaks for itself. I mean, we're good there. Not a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong, the pitch has got a mountain of a hill on it, but it's not everyone likes coming there. But I mean, like you say, everyone likes playing in front of a good crowd. I mean, if there's a good crowd at Frome, then it's better for us to get behind the players and whatnot, and it helps everyone out.
And so you seem to have that great relationship with the crowd. Does it help when people are cheering you on and shouting your name from the sides? Do you hear them in the middle?
Yeah, of course. I mean, sometimes like you don't hear them because obviously you're too involved in the game anyway, with everything going on. But as you come out and you see there's a lot of fans around, it does give you that extra boost. Of course it does. So like, it'd be good to see if there's a lot of fans there this year. Just obviously getting on. But I reckon, like you say, if coming towards the end of the season, if we're up there, you'll see a lot of fans probably come in because I think, Frome are at the top. So they're going to come in. It's like anything, really. But I'd like to see if we get a lot of fans, it'd be good.
Oh, definitely. Well, I think that we all know that the ground comes alive when you sort of get past that sort of 350, 400 mark. Just with the feeling around it. And obviously when the goals go in, you can just feel the kind of the atmosphere and the sort of tension, pressure release is just brilliant. And it's an amazing environment to be in at a non-league level. So I think that just kind of leaves me with, obviously we've got a couple of friendlies coming up with some local teams. Is there anything that's kind of caught your eye, or you're thinking, oh yeah, I want to be on the starting lineup for that one?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, I've looked at the friendlies we've got. They're all like I say, they're all tough. They're all going to be tough, but Danny's got a plan in his head. Some of us might not play in all of the games. Some of us might need more fitness and stuff like that. So I mean, I like to play in every game. If I'm fit enough, I'll play in every game. Like keep it going and everything. So, but yeah, like you say, if Danny's got a plan in his head, you don't want to sort of wear people out too much. And then obviously that's when injuries start, and then obviously get in a bit of trouble then. So it's just about cradling people, I expect. Me more so because I'm older.
And my sort of final question, you kind of alluded to a little bit earlier, but I've asked all the sort of more senior players, is there anyone in the squad that you look at and think they've got real promise, excited to see what they can do this season?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone in the squad's got their own ability, and they're all good and everything. I think Kane had a good season when I think it was like 2 years ago, whenever it was. But if Kane is on form, I mean, he can be up there scoring goals left, right, and centre. And like you say, you got the likes of Rex and Wits, stuff like that. They're still young, and like you say, Rex a couple of seasons ago, I think he scored in every game. Like I think it was like 9 games on the trot, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think everyone's going to be buzzing for it to get back out there. But yeah, I like to say, I mean, there's going to be a few big performances from people. I'd just like to see maybe Rob Hobbs get on the ball a little bit more, but we'll see.
That kind of really that ties out quite nicely, to be honest. I did have another question, but I think we'll leave it there. Just and let Rob stew on that one.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, thank you again for your time this morning. It's a delight to have you back at the club for the next season, at least. And we'll see you soon, and hopefully we'll see those magical performances.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Thanks for sort of sorting out for me. But like I say, it'd be good to get a good run going this season. And then we'll see what it brings for everyone.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Matt.
Cheers, mate. Top man.